Hello everyone and welcome to Crucified's Reign. Today we will be discussing a new game that will be coming out here at the end of this year, which is called Camelot Unchained. Any of you that have played Dark Age of Camelot will see that it is very similar to it, and there's a lot of aspects that come from it. The gameplay you'll see in this video off and on is from alpha and early beta phases, released by the game developers, so please try not to judge the graphics right now, as they're preferring to work on the gameplay and making sure it's smooth and consistent rather than making it look pretty. Also, anyone who has played Dark Age of Camelot, you'll be happy to hear that Mark Jacobs is heading this game project. So there's a lot of aspects that are carrying over here, including the main aspect of the RVR with 3 realms. The vision is to open an open world PvP group oriented RVR battles on a large scale, as well as there's minimal PvE aspects since the main focus is PvP, but they are still including it, so there will be done like aspects similar to raiding in dungeons, which will be referred to as the depths, which, if you're familiar with Dark Age, is very similar to Darkness Falls. The reason why they went with this aspect is they wanted to avoid the endless raid and dungeon grinds that players needed to do to obtain specific items to increase their skills. There still will be NPC creatures in the world as well, just not heavily focused on. And the crafting system and the game is all ran by players, which will have bazaars in order to sell things with, so it's going to completely player driven crafting and selling community. And there's also an aspect being added in here which will allow the players to access building, so you can go in and build structures and keeps and siege and help with the defense of your specific area that you are in, which I think is a really awesome aspect, as it makes you feel like you're more involved and a part of what's going on with it, rather than just loading into a cookie cutter place and just completing whatever's needed. You get to help build it, and you also get to help destroy the enemies' structures that they build, which is pretty freaking sweet. I'm excited about that. Another great aspect about this that I'm excited about, and I know a lot of player base from Dark Age coming over, is that it is not going to have a pay to win feature. There'll be no microtransactions. There'll be no real money store or items to purchase. It will be ran off of a monthly subscription, which is what the player base voted for and wanted overall with it. So you won't have to worry about any players coming in and buying their skill through items or gear to get an advantage above players who can't afford it. That's not going to be a problem. And this is to help ensure that players will actually play the game and get involved with it and learn how to play the game in order to improve their skill and excel at it, which I like. I prefer when there's a learning curve and skill gaps, rather than, oh hey, the top 10%, I'll pay for this, so they're automatically up there, which turns me off from a lot of these newer MMOs with the pay-to-win microtransactions. Another thing with this, in order to ensure that they're able to handle the massive RVR scale fights that they're boasting about and talking about, is they've built their own unique siege game engine for this from the ground up. It's their own unique one. There's nothing else like it. It's one of a kind, and it's designed to handle hundreds of people in the same area sieging without having any lag or latency issues, to be able to enjoy it and have a smooth play style with it, which in some of these gameplays you've been seeing on the video, you will see that there are aspects of it, like including this one here. You see that the game developer who we are viewing is scrolling out to show the number of people that are playing in this, and the vast number of people doing it at this early stage. It's only in beta 1. It's got a long ways to go, but they're going nice and slow to make sure it gets there. And they're also doing the servers and individual realms. So like from Dark Age Camelot, you get your server, and then on that server you get to pick one of 3 realms. Once you pick that realm, it's like your home. You become really loyal to it, you want to defend it, you meet amazing people playing on it, and you just take pride in it and Like, you'll go around and tell people that play the same game immediately what server and realm we are. Like, when I played Dark Age of Camelot, I first started out in Gaheras when I first started, which is the co-op one. And then once I realized I enjoyed the RVR and the PvP aspects more than PvE, I switched over to Lancelot Albion and mained a Paladin and a Friar. For anyone that likes that, feel free to comment down below with any of your realm and servers and what your main characters were. I'd like to hear it. They're also prioritizing the game running smoothly and consistently rather than making it look pretty, like I said earlier, which means that they're going through and ensuring that players can play with it and enjoy the smoothness of it and the ability to do large-scale PvP rather than the game looking super, super pretty. And like I touched briefly earlier about the realms, let me get into the realms. There are 3 realms on here that you get to pick to play in. You have the first one, which is the Arthurians, which if you play Dark Age Camelot, they closely resemble the realm Albion, which is directly correlated towards like Camelot, Arthur, all that stuff. And they believe in saving the world through conquest and greatness and value and spirit. Next we have Tuatha De Danann, which will resemble the Hibernian race from Dark Age Camelot. And these races believe in becoming one with nature and harnessing the power of the spirit, and sought to defend the world against other realms to seek to damage it or corrupt it. Thirdly, we have the Vikings, which resemble the Midgard realm from Dark Age of Camelot, and they follow the path of blood and steel and believe in strength and conquering the world through brute force and conquest. Another amazing feature of Dark Age of Camelot is that each realm has their own unique races. Aside from human, each realm does have a human race, but every other race besides that is completely unique and different for each and every realm. And on top of that, each realm also has its very own and unique classes. It has it's the casual or the normal archetypes: your archers, your mages, your healers, your tanks, your fighters. They have all those. They just have different unique ones for each realm to characterize some of the lore and aspects of each realm to make it a very individualized experience for the player, which is something I truly love about this. And I'm so excited about it, being able to play each realm, play a different character. Yeah, it might be an archer in each realm, but it's different skills, different stats, different abilities. It's amazing. I love it. And then the last and not least feature that I like about Camelot Unchained that I'm covering in this is that they have decided to take an approach on the game where they're going to be focused on you leveling up your individual skills on your character rather than your character themselves leveling up, to ensure that it adds a more immersive gameplay as you need to learn how to play your character better with the skills and abilities rather than just grinding it out and pumping up your character level. So it adds a nice unique aspect with that, which I'm super excited about and cannot wait to get into this. I will be releasing videos here in the near future covering each and every realm in depth about the lore and its upbringing and the focus with it, as well as each and every class and race for each of the realms. And there may even be a potential for in-depth class builds to help with skills and layouts and gear and whatnot. So please bear with us on this journey, and if you would, please comment down below anything you'd like to see in the description or in future videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Until next time, thank you.